Welcome to another episode of The Advocates, Empowering Voices. Meet Josh Lopez. His deep love for dogs sparked his advocacy on animal welfare, saving and adopting abandoned and neglected dogs, and treating them as family. Inspired by his dogs, he put up a business called Bark and Brew in Pasig City, which eventually attracted a community of pet owners and pet lovers in the area. He didn't stop there. He started a personal advocacy called Bark Beyond the Cafe, feeding stray dogs and cats every single day. I'm Rochelle Rubio, and this is The Advocates, Empowering Voices. Meet Josh Lopez, an advocate for animal welfare and responsible pet ownership. As the owner of Bark and Brew, a unique pet grooming cafe with a play area for companion animals, he built a space where pets and people can bond. But what inspired this journey? What sparked his calling?
Ina-advocate ko talaga is responsible pet ownership and animal welfare. This means we treat our pets as part of our family, sinisigurado natin na they are well taken care of, and also we extend yung compassion natin with strays na walang ibang nag-aalaga sa kanila and they're just on the streets. Nagsimula po talaga yung journey ko with my own pets. It's because habang inaalagaan ko sila, na-feel ko yung gaano kalaki yung love and trust na pwedeng ibigay ng mga animals sa atin. So, yung pakiramdam na yon, hindi siya natapos kasi if I could receive that amount of love, why not give it back or pay it forward? So, doon nag-spark, doon nagsimula yung advocacy ko na to reach out to other strays.
Josh has long opened his heart to animals, rescuing strays, feeding them, and giving them care whenever he could. But now, his mission has grown bigger. Beyond running his cafe, he has given his advocacy a name, Bark Beyond the Cafe. His personal commitment to feed at least one stray a day, extending compassion past the walls of his business, and reaching the streets where help is most needed.
Nakapag-rescue and foster na ako before, and right now, ang ginagawa ko is feeding strays. And I actually started a personal advocacy called Bark Beyond the Cafe. Its goal is really to feed one stray, at least one stray a day. What we usually do, or what I usually do is, nagpe-prepare ako ng food. And a little backstory, ang ginagawa ko kasi is when I prepare food for my own dogs, nag-set aside ako ng extra for the stray dog or stray cat that I will feed for that day. Now, na-notice ko kasi na parang, ay, hindi nila kinakain yung kibbles. They're not familiar or fond of kibbles. Maraming mga strays na nag-reject sa akin. So I thought of something else. I got creative, and what I did is bumili na ako ng premium pork sodas. So it's free from mga bones, mga maliliit na bones. It's really human grade. And then I cooked it, and then that's what I feed sa mga strays. And it has been a good, I think they're receiving it more kesa dun sa before na mga kibbles. So yun yung ginagawa ko, and sinasama ko na din yung everyday walk ko. Kasi when I go out, wala akong definite destination, wala akong exact destination. Kung saan lang ako mapunta, kung saan ako dali ng pa ako, dun na yun. Targeted talaga po. And just to share my experience, it's surprising, not a single stray has been aggressive. Wala at all. As in, sobrang mga mababait, and as in, sobra po talaga, nakakatuwa. Majority dogs, pero may mga cats po ako na pa-feed na. And also, what I do kasi, minsan pag may stray dog, may makikita kang stray cats sa paligid. So, hinahati ko na po para at least hindi sila mag-aaway. Minsan mas matapang kasi yung pusa. They charge na yung dog nagiging po talaga, parang umaalis. So, I make it a point na hatiin pag merong stray cats sa paligid.
Feeding one stray dog or cat a day may not change the world, but for a hungry animal scouring the streets, it can mean the world. In communities where life is often harsh and unkind to them, that single act of compassion becomes a lifeline. And from this simple gesture grew something greater. This is what sparked Bark Beyond the Cafe.
Paano siya nabuo? It was a Sunday. After Mass po kasi, dito lang malapit lang yung simbahan sa shop. Ang nangyari was, nilalakad ko lang siya. So while walking, merong sikat pong barbecue stall dito sa may Kapasigan. And I saw this dog na nanonood lang siya sa mga tao. Like literally and patiently and quietly waiting for someone na mapansin siya or magbigay ng food. And no one's looking. Hindi ko maatim na lumampas lang habang naglalakad. So, ang nangyari was, I ended up buying liver para sa kanya. Nung iaabot ko na, as in teary-eyed po siya. Like, as if he understood na help is coming. Pagkagawa ko nun, I didn't just feel good about myself and what I did. It's more of like an aha moment na I just realized my true calling. Ito na yon. Ito pala yung gusto kong gawin. So that's where Bark Beyond the Cafe started.
His love for dogs is undeniable. He currently cares for 17 of them, spread across 3 different households within their family. And with that many fur babies, Josh makes sure each one receives proper nutrition, regular veterinary care, and the attention they deserve.
They are divided into 3 homes. One is dun po sa bahay namin talaga. The others are here sa shop po namin, and the others are at my partner's house po. So, what does responsible pet owner means, or pet ownership means, is that even if we have this number of dogs, we ensure that we allot budget for them. Like in terms of vet care, they should have access to veterinary care. That's very important. Their nutrition is on top of our list. They are complete with vitamins. They are complete with vaccines. So we make it a point that we cater to their needs. And most importantly, time and attention. These are different dogs that we're talking about, and they have different needs. Some would be like lap dogs, others would need more activities. So it's us understanding the temperament, personalities. Ayan, you can hear it in the background, yung mga aso ko. Actually, it's a time, pine-prep na yung food nila. So ayan, kaya medyo nagwawala. Responsible pet ownership just means that holistically, they are healthy, you are ready to finance their needs, and you are ready to give them time.
Inspired by his own pets, he founded Bark and Brew, a haven thoughtfully created for pet owners to share safe and welcoming spaces for their dogs and cats.
My love for my pets is the sole reason why Bark and Brew Pet Grooming Cafe exists. Yun po talaga. Kasi I want to create that safe space para sa lahat, sa pet owners, sa pet lovers, that they could interact with each other, learn from each other, interact with my resident dogs, and have a safe space where people can relax while their pets are being groomed, being pampered, and being cared for.
It has become a go-to destination for pet owners and students who share a love for dogs and cats. It has grown into a thriving community of pet lovers where stories, experiences, and best practices in caring for companion animals are exchanged. Inside, 2 dedicated wall corners proudly displays photos of their beloved pets, a testament to the bond that brought them all together.
And they can actually, so it's a cafe with a pet grooming, but on top of that, we have customers po, and I've shared this to other interviews. We have customers po na, for example, are grieving and they want like comfort. I usually let them play with my dogs or hug my dogs. Others are undergoing anxiety and depression. They usually ask me if they could borrow a dog just for comfort. Some lost their dogs who are similar to my pets. So they remember their pets and they borrow it and they play in the play area. Ganun po. So talaga, it's really a place where I could share my knowledge. I also educate other people, and also been helping students with their theses in terms of the shop, how it operates and all. So it's really a lot of things happening in the shop. We share our experiences with each other. Given na ang dami ko na pong naging dogs and I have a lot right now, I can definitely share what I use in terms of say ticks and fleas or yung mga general say for example behavioral issues or challenges that pet owners or pet lovers experience. Then I share what I did to help them out manage these.
What tips can Josh share when it comes to the proper care of companion animals?
To be honest, gone are the days po na majority of the time, yung mga pets po natin nasa labas lang as bantay. And if I would be giving tips on how to better care for our companion animals, it's as simple as stick with the basics. You have to have vet care, access to vet care, also proper diet, exercise, and attention. Having pets or companion pets, it's not just about feeding them eh. Hindi lang po yun natatapos sa pag-feed or pagpapakain sa kanila. It's giving them love, care, and attention that they need. So, yun po. Basta stick with the basic as long as you ensure na may proper nutrition and access to vet care, you'll be in good shape po.
As the saying goes, dogs are man's best friend. How do his dogs return the love and care that Josh gives them?
In terms of how my pets express their gratitude, and I would say majority po or lahat po ng mga pet owners mag-a-agree dito. When you go home or pag uwi po tayo, malayo pa lang, naaamoy na nila tayo. And you will hear them barking out of excitement. Right? Tapos pagbukas mo ng pinto, hindi mo na mabilang kung gaano karami yung ng buntot nila, pag-sway, pag-wag. Diba? So, yung mga ganung bagay. And then, unlimited kisses. Right? Your dogs will give you unlimited kisses, free hugs, and as simple po as, following you around, kung saan ka magpunta, kahit sa CR, may bantay ka. And yung pinakasimpleng bagay is, when you're doing something, nakahiga lang sila sa tabi mo. They're just lying beside you. As simple as that. Sobrang mga precious acts po yun of telling you that they love you and you mean the world to them.
His dogs come from different backgrounds and breeds. Some of them got gravely ill from the neglect of former owners. Others were left behind and completely abandoned.
Most of them are product of neglect. Most of them, I call them trophy dogs. Trophy in a sense that when they were puppy, they were really cute, but responsibilities kick in, mga needs, and also they are product of breakups. So ang nangyari, and this is also a reminder for some couples na when you decide to get a dog or a pet, when you are still together and unfortunately you broke up, please make sure someone has to take care of the pet. Kasi yung mga iba ko pong na-adopt are product of that. Like as in, nag-break, napabayaan, nabulag yung isang mata. Yung isa po, butot balat na. Yung isa, talagang aggressive. We have to rehabilitate. Infested with ticks and fleas. May mga ganong kwento po. So, yun yung kwento ng iba kong dogs. Kaya sila dumami. Even may paralyzed akong dogs.
Having a pet is a lifetime commitment. Having many pets multiplies that responsibility many times over. Responsible pet ownership far goes beyond providing food and shelter. It is a lifelong duty that encompasses proper nutrition, health care, exercise, and above all, love. Here in the country alone, studies show that millions of dogs and cats end up neglected or abandoned because many underestimate the responsibility. Yet, Josh has taken the opposite path. With unwavering dedication, he has embraced not just one or two, but 3 of their households full of pets. How did Josh end up with so many under his care?
Mahilig ko ako mag-scroll, member ako ng mga groups, dog groups, tapos pag nag-scroll, makikita mo yung parang story behind the dog. Kaya yung partner ko, pinigilan na po akong mag-browse kasi ang nangyayari po, kunwari, ito, pinapaampon kasi ganito ganyan, may mga reasons, pinuntahan pa namin sa Bulacan, only to find out yun nga, bulag na yung isang mata. Tapos, say for example, ito pong husky ko, it came from far end ng Laguna yan. medyo yellowish na siya, tapos hindi po siya napabayaan ng totoong owner. Ang nangyari po, nirehome siya sa kapatid because may 10-month-old po silang anak na nagkakasakit because of the fur. So, yun nga lang po, doon na po napabayaan sa kapatid. So, they decided to have her adopted.
In the Philippines, individuals who are breeding animals for sale are legally required to register with the Bureau of Animal Industry, or BAI. Under the Animal Welfare Act, the BAI is responsible for issuing certificates of registration to kennels, pet shops, stud farms, or similar establishments that meet the requirements for animal care. BAI ensures that these facilities are adequate, clean, and sanitary, and will not cause pain or suffering to the animals. Despite this, there is a significant problem with backyard breeding of dogs and cats in the country, with many individuals engaging in it for profit rather than the welfare of animals. Unregulated breeding contributes to massive stray animal population.
Ang magagawa po natin is continuous education na lang po sa yan, yung kunwari po, kung member sila ng mga groups, we create that space na makakapag-express tayo ng these are some of the things that you can do and all. Kasi kami po, we have mga pets din po na na-breed namin and we rehome them. Ang catch lang po sa amin is hindi kami nagre-rehome ng walang vaccines. Hindi rin po kami nagre-rehome ng walang interview. Hindi rin po kami nagre-rehome ng walang starter kit. So, nagpe-prepare po kami ng mga essential needs ng puppy bago namin ibigay po dun sa new fur parents. And we update them from time to time. So, ganun po. Kaya with backyard breeders po, hopefully, they realize na these are life at stake. These are lives at stake. So I hope they just learn na it's not just about money. At the end of the day, what matters most is have we given a good life for these pets po.
Having a pet comes with more than just love and companionship. It also brings significant financial responsibilities. Beyond food, there are veterinary checkups, vaccinations, medications, grooming, even emergencies that can quickly add up. Now, imagine multiplying these costs by several pets. For Josh, caring for many dogs is not only a matter of time and devotion, but also financial discipline and sacrifice. How does he manage to balance the realities of these expenses while ensuring that each of his pets receives the care they deserve?
Since I have multiple pets talaga, I plan ahead. Like, as in, I set aside a budget for each of the essential needs. For example po, meron po talagang nakaset na budget for vet cares, like mga maintenance na mga boosters, mga anti-tick and fleas na mga maintenance, may nakaset pong budget for that. And then po, meron pong nakaset na budget for food and nutrition, vitamins, dog food, yun po. So may ganon. So in terms of financial readiness, before I even decide to get multiple pets at dumami sila ng dumami, I also make sure na sumasabay yung financial capability ko and capacity with ensuring na these pets will not be neglected or will not have issues with their health. To be honest po, if you assess yourself na your capacity is to care for just one pet, that's perfectly fine. As in, what matters most po kasi is that you ensure na you will give the best possible life for that pet, right? It's not just about feeding them, but also making sure that they are loved and they are well taken care of.
What changes does he hope to see in the way Filipinos treat pets and strays in the years ahead?
Well, I look forward to see more compassion and accountability. Yung ibig ko po sabihin doon is less neglect, less cases of neglect, more spaying, more neutering, and also ayun po, parang more people choosing adoption. Di ba? Parang adopt, don't shop. And I know kasi yung tayong mga Filipinos kasi we're very naturally caring. So I hope na madala natin yung empathy na yun, ma-translate natin yung empathy na yun into caring for animals.
If one of his dogs could talk for a day, what message does he think his dog would give about how we humans treat animals?
Siguro po if one of my dogs would be able to talk for a day, ang unang-una niyang sasabihin really is thank you. Thank you for feeding me, thank you for providing for me, thank you for the love and for the care. Pero I would say i-remind niya tayo, i-remind tayo na we have to treat them as family because for us they might be just part of our world, but for them we are their whole world. So ganun siguro po yung nakikita kong sasabihin niya, just telling us na maximize our time with them kasi they have short time dito sa mundo unlike us. But again, yung short time na yon, they will give us unconditional love, loyalty, and trust. So, and they are we are their whole world. So, might as well, give it back to them as well.
Josh recalls a deeply moving moment that stirred something within him and made him realize his true calling, which is to help and care for animals surviving on the streets, as well as spread awareness about responsible pet ownership.
Yun talaga yung parang nag-stop yung time. Kasi yung doon po sa stray na tinulungan, na binilhan ko po ng liver, doon po yung talagang may connection, alam niyo pong may parang what's happening, bakit my heart is full, bakit my heart can contain yung joy na I was able to help an innocent soul. And yun yung talagang isa sa mga touching moments na pa-realize sa akin na I can do this, I have to do this. A lot of other dogs or strays are waiting for help, are parang hoping na makakain kahit once lang in their life for that day. May mga strays pa po na sinundan ako, paalis na ako, may mga ganun po. So may mga strays that they are begging for another round but I could only give as much for that day, naubos na nila. So alam mo kung gutom eh.
Beyond feeding strays in his advocacy Bark Beyond the Cafe, his 17 pets at home also demand adequate love and attention. With so many under his care, how does he make them feel truly seen, valued, and loved?
Gusto lang po kasi ng mga dogs talaga, and we know that dogs are very clingy, right? Para po ma-feel nila, kung marami po kayong alaga, para ma-feel nila na they belong sa pack, you have to call out their name. Yun po talaga ginagawa ko. Iniisa-isa ko po talaga yan na Asia, Shadow, ganyan. Iniisa-isa ko. And then, simple lang gusto nila eh. Head massage, belly rub. Yun lang talaga. And let them lick you kasi let them kiss you. Kasi yun yung way nila to express love. Yun yung talaga pong mga ginagawa ko. And lahat yan, may kanya-kanyang moment ng karga. Kahit yung husky ko, kinikerry ko yan. And then, yun, basta roll call, mahalaga sa kanila yan. Alam nila na, ay, nakita ako, ay, kasama ako sa pack. Ganun.
Being a responsible pet owner taught Josh something deeper about life, family, and even himself.
Caring for pets taught me to be patient, and it taught me responsibility and also unconditional love. Yung mga dogs ko po, they made me realize na family is not just about blood. It's about loyalty. It's about being there for each other. Yung mga pets ko, they've seen my worst side. They've seen kung paano ako nag-breakdown. They've seen my anxiety, my depression. Still, they receive me without judgment. They receive me just with pure love. So that's I think is what keeps me going, keeps me on loving them as well unconditionally. And every day they teach me to just be simple-minded, enjoy the moment, have fun, sleep more.
For those considering adopting their very first pet, Josh offers a piece of advice to reflect on before taking that important step.
For those who are planning to adopt a pet or to have a pet, ask yourself first if you are ready for a long-term commitment. Kasi they say na if you have a pet, it's like you have a 2-year-old toddler who would not grow up. So it's a lot of responsibility. And caring for a pet is not just a phase. It's a lifetime commitment. So if your answer is yes, then be ready, be prepared for, to receive a love or to receive love that would change your whole life.
Josh looks back on his journey as an entrepreneur fueled by his love for dogs. The path was never easy for someone who came from neither wealth nor privilege. Yet, through dedication, sacrifice, and the unwavering inspiration of his pets, he persevered. Today, Josh stands not only as a business owner, but as the heart behind a growing community of responsible pet owners and animal lovers united in the very space he built for them.
Growing up, we didn't have much and kailangan igapang ang pag-aaral. So, at an early age, I realized the value of education. Kaya I made sure na matapos ko yung course ko, even if it's not my first choice. I took up chemical engineering, but my heart is really for culinary arts or HRM. But we can't afford talaga po yung ganung course. So even though nalihis ako and I've been with a lot of different jobs, I even lost my job during pandemic. Doon ako nagsimulang try mag-bake, magbenta ng mga cookies, and right now yung egg tart, which is a recipe from pandemic, we are now offering it dito sa Bark and Brew. And majority ng mga recipes na we have here, yung mga pasta namin and glaze ng mga chicken poppers namin, all came from me. Doon ko chinanel po yung parang not really regret, but more of doon ko chinanel yung kagustuhan ko na ma-involve into the culinary space. And syempre, with good food, with quality drinks, pinartner ko siya with my love for dogs. That's where nabuo yung concept ng Bark and Brew. Kasi itong place talaga na to is a place where we build communities of pet lovers, pet owners, fur parents, and those who want to know more about how they can take care of their pets, and also share yung mga best practices, ganon. And I will not stop, paying it forward, helping people, helping students with their schoolwork. And to be honest, itong spot namin, some are gatekeeping this, students are gatekeeping this because nakita nila tong space na to do some after school activities like yung assignments nila, projects nila, ganon. So, and we accommodate them openly. Ayun, so again, Bark and Brew, it is not just about pet grooming. It's not just about a simple cafe. It's about creating a community, a safe community for pets and for animals and for animal lovers and animal owners.
Forever Home means forever care. Bringing a pet into your home is a lifetime promise. Forever Home means more than a roof. It means love, nourishment, vet care, patience, and commitment for every stage of your pet's life. Neglecting and abandoning them contributes to the rising number of strays in the streets. And when stray populations rise, it's not just an animal welfare issue, it becomes a community concern. By practicing responsible pet ownership, supporting spay and neuter programs, and advocating for stray management, we don't just protect the animals, we protect our communities too. Thanks to Josh Lopez for sharing with us his love for companion animals. Till the next episode of The Advocates on 104.3 The Capital, I'm Rochelle Rubio.
This is where the voices of the voiceless are heard. The Advocates, Empowering Voices, hosted by Rochelle Rubio on 104.3 The Capital.